What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're back here in some Planet Zoo, and today I'm going to be showing you the final section of Jangwa Oasis, and at the end of the tour I will go over what is next for Jangwa Oasis and the future of the collaboration project between me and Insider. Yeah, we'll take care of all that at the end. So there's two entrances to this area, which I'll go ahead and show you first. So right now we're behind the Taper Rock area. Over here where the nosy neighbors and stuff is. You even see the proboscis monkeys running around on the ropes over there. And the other entrance is all the way over here next to the Insider Cafe. There's actually an entrance to one of the habitats there in the Wild Africa section. We come around from the Insider Cafe and you have another entrance right over here. I do have a couple blueprints in here, mainly from Simply Savannah as her African fence pack. I thought they were so well done. I figured, what's the point of me making my own when Simply Savannah has already made some awesome fences and barriers and stuff. So we've used those in pretty much every habitat. So this is the, again, this is Wild Africa. I try to make it as natural as possible. It's not necessarily natural, but you know what I mean. But like I said, plenty of rocks. Use the rocks to close everything off. Over here we got our staff section, which is just a copied building over. This one's not very detailed, but to be honest with you, I wasn't too worried about detailing. Excuse me, the staff areas and stuff. And then we do have a entrance gate over here to that habitat as well. Let's go ahead and go in and check out our first animal. When you come here, you can go up there to see the giraffes and the wildebeests. But first, we're going to come in and we're going to look at the Gemsbok here. So we got our little section here for our Gemsbok. I even tried to break up the ground a little bit by adding these wooden planks. I thought they added a nice touch. We do have our copied over shades that I made a while back for another habitat. But here we are. Here is our Gemsbok. So this is very similar to something that I found on the workshop, but instead of downloading it, I just went ahead and built it myself and made a few changes and everything. So I will give credit to that person, although to be honest with you, I can't remember the name, so I'll have to leave it in the description. But I am going to give credit for the inspiration for this structure over here, which is their hard shelter. Yeah, this is our Gemsbok. Originally, Insider was going to do the Gemsbok and the Warthogs, but he decided to do the meerkats and the penguins instead, which y'all saw on a live stream. But so I went ahead and took the liberty to build the entire Wild Africa section myself. It originally was going to be called the Wild Savannah, but I felt like that was just too much of a mouthful of a name, so we just went with Wild Africa instead. But yeah, this is our Gemsbok habitat. I tried to have like a, I don't know how to explain it, maybe like a couple different biomes, I guess you could say. So in this one we have our desert biome, but if you come over here we also have the grasslands as well, as what I was trying to go for. But yeah, just lots of rocks, lots of foliage, and lots of sand, and plenty of Gemsbok. So that is our Gemsbok habitat. I think it came out pretty nice. We also have our logs here to keep the Gemsbok from getting too close to the barrier here. This is one of the things I was talking about. This fence right here is actually from Simply Savannah. So again, thanks to Simply Savannah for making such awesome stuff that we could use. I could have built one myself, but when I saw it, I thought, you know what, it's too nice. Same with this fence here that's behind, in between this flower pot and stuff like that, is Simply Savannah's as well. And then it's just, like I said, a couple decorations. I've got a name here. I kind of wish I didn't put the name Gemsbok here, but it works because I didn't put it over on the Warthogs, which we have over to our left. We got some neat little rock planters here in the center with some elephant grass and the fever tree, which is definitely one of my new favorite plants in the game. But we have our Warthogs. We don't have very many in here. We only have 4, but I felt like it. I didn't want to fill it up. I don't want these habitats overcrowded, if you know what I mean. But yeah, we got our Warthogs. Our boy rolling in the mud, or girl, I'm not really sure. He's got the long tusks. Is that the male, and then maybe the shorter tusks for the females, maybe? I'm not too sure. Yeah, and then we have a area over here where the guests can also look in. As you can see, there are no guests because it just doesn't. The game doesn't run the best when there are guests in the park right now. The park is pretty huge. I will do a quick zoom out in a second at the end and show you how big this place is. I don't know if y'all saw that or not, but there's a giraffe that just passed by. They're on the other side, so the giraffes and the wildebeest kind of surround this entire area on the other side. So, yeah, and then this right here is a shade structure that actually came from the... Can't really see them from over here, but the shade structures on top of the towers for the monkeys. All I did was add the support beams here in the middle, and then added a post under it. Put a rock for foundation, and there you go. But that is our... What was that? That is our Warthogs. Alright, so let's go ahead and go around. We're going to go up this way. So, on either side you can go up, and this is where we get to the wildebeest and the giraffe. So as you can see, it starts from over here and it goes all the way around. So over here we have our water section, and this is almost like a river. It kind of goes all the way around. And we have our first little viewing area here. You can also see the warthogs from up here as well. Get a good look into their sleeping section. And then we come over here and we have another good view, which it seems like the animals don't come over here too often, but as you can see, they do come over sometimes. But this is giraffes and wildebeest. I thought about putting another animal in here, maybe one of the gazelles or something like that, but I chose not to. I just chose to stick with the giraffes and the wildebeests. But yeah, they have their huge water section, which none of them really use. And then we come back around, and this is where we get to our huge viewing platform here. It's raised. You get a good look at the warthogs from the top. It's one thing I focused on a lot in this build, is I wanted lots and lots of decent viewing areas for the guests to look through. Of course, we have our education boards as well. But talk about a view, huh? I mean, look how close you're getting. And to be honest with you, he could probably reach his neck out and have a go at you if he really wanted to. But I've been to a lot of zoos where you're up on these platforms and the giraffes can pretty much come right up to you. Again, just a lot of desert area over here, sort of like a beach. And when you come around to the other side is where you'll get the more of a savanna grasslands style area. As you can see, just taking all the new foliage that we got from the pack, North African pack, and sinking into the ground. And then we do have our big, huge section over here for our animals to get some shade. The giraffes can use it; they just can't use the smaller part over here, but they can use the part in the back. And then the wildebeest can use them all, of course. And then we got the rocks surrounding it, so they don't get a lot of privacy. But to be honest with you, I wasn't going for privacy. I was trying to go for a little bit of a natural look. And again, all these fences you're seeing are from Simply Savannah. And then you get another good view over here, which is where the giraffes like to eat and stuff. So not bad. I hope you guys like it. I wanted it to be fairly flat for reasons, because I don't know if y'all ever see like the documentaries and stuff. A lot of times when they have documentaries about the savannah and the grasslands and stuff, it's not very. There's some hills and there's some elevations and terrain and stuff, but it's not anything crazy, right? I mean, giraffes don't live in the mountains, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but I'm just saying, you know. As you can see, though, we do have a secondary fence as well to keep the animals a little bit at bay. I think it's very important. And then, of course, we got our massive fever tree. It's an absolute beautiful, beautiful piece of foliage there. But yeah, again, Simply Savannah, thank you again for all the really cool fence pieces. I think they really work in this setting. Could have done it myself, but I saw it and I had an idea to build a fence sort of like this anyway, so I thought, what the hell, I might as well just use hers. I mean, why wouldn't you? I see a lot of people using those anyway, so let's go ahead and get a good overview. So this is the entire Wild Africa section. So again, there's your entrance here, Ginsbach, Warthogs, and then your, what I like to call in the savannah. I guess before the end of this, I could throw another animal in there, but I'm probably not going to. Now, also, Savannah did make these rock edges here too. Again, I was going to do it myself, but she already made it, so why waste the time to make another one when it's probably going to look almost exactly the same anyway. But yeah, if you want to get a good overview of it, so this is the Wild Africa section. I brought out the foliage a little bit here, and yeah, that's it. That's Jangwa Oasis. There is a massive overview of the zoo itself. The previous episode, which we'll take a quick look at, because it wasn't an actual episode, but it was more of a live stream, is this is what Insider worked on, which is the Mermaid Cove, which is a mix between the meerkats and the African penguins. And let me tell you, this is one of my favorite sections in the zoo. This beautiful work on the foliage here on this rockway is incredible. The building is incredible, all the different levels and all that stuff. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I absolutely love this underwater viewing area here. We're going to go ahead and take a look down. Just the use of the tile pieces on here is absolutely incredible. This right here is really cool. I mean, Insider has done a it's very clever what he's done here. And then we got our awesome underwater viewing where we got the feeders. We got some statues under here, just all the work he's done under as well. It's absolutely incredible. And we have a issue. So this keeps happening. So while I was building Wild Africa, this kept happening. We have floating penguins. They're doing their best to try to make their escape. That's exactly what they're doing. But yeah, this is the Mere Cove, and also, I'm sure you guys noticed, this epic mountain in the background. Absolutely gorgeous. This is, Insider told me this is one of the first times he's ever really got into messing with terrain work or anything like that, and he did better than I could ever do. I mean, that is absolutely gorgeous. I'm hoping that in here soon I'll be able to do more work with this type of stuff, because this is really cool. Made a little volcano and stuff. But yeah, and also these gorgeous little tiki hut type things, I like to call them, where people can come get some food and settle down and take a rest. Absolutely gorgeous. It really is absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, that is pretty much Jangwa Oasis. So now, I'm not going to do any cinematics at the end, because I've already showed you everything that you need to see. But to go ahead and talk about what's next for Jangwa Oasis. So Jangwa Oasis is technically, officially complete. This is it. This is what you get. Alright, we have 170 species, and I believe, or 170 animals. I believe that's 30 species, including the exhibit animals and everything like that in the reptile center. I believe that is about 30 species, so that's pretty cool. 30 species is a lot. So the deal is what's next? I'm going to be sending this project back over to Insider, and he's going to do some little things, like maybe adding some signs, because if you went into the zoo, there is no signs, you're going to get completely lost, because it just goes all over the place. We didn't really plan this out that way. It just kind of went everywhere, which is fine. But I will say that me and Insider learned a lot from this project, and we also learned a lot about things that we can improve on and do better on in the next one. And I think one of those things that we could probably improve on is just doing a better job of laying the zoo out. You know what I'm saying? So it's not all over the place. Again, it's not a problem. I like it this way. It's just, we had a ton of dead space to fill, and I got to be honest with you, the dead space was the hardest part, because it's so time consuming and everything like that. And I wouldn't mind having a little bit of more of a compact zoo next time. But again, it doesn't really matter to me, as long as the zoo looks good, which I think it does, and I hope that everyone agrees that it does look good. I also want to do a better job of surrounding the back, this back here. So I'm thinking, what I did was, you have like these pallets, that's what I'm calling them, like foliage pallets, right? You get some smaller ones and stuff like that, and what I did was I just used those and go around. I'm thinking about making like 5 or 6 different foliage pallets next time, so that way it'll be a little bit more spread out, and there won't be such what's the word I'm looking for? It won't look so duplicated, if you know what I mean. There's a few times where you can see I tried to raise some of it, but it just still doesn't look right. So what's next? So I'm going to be doing a photo album where I'm going to take a bunch of pictures of all the different spots in the zoo, and I'm gonna make a photo album that's going to be on YouTube. So most people do cinematic shots or cinematic tours and stuff like that, where they, you know, move the camera like this and get a good look. I'm just not good at it, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a bunch of photos and I'm going to make the video have a feeling as if you're actually opening up a book, a photo album, and flipping through the pages to look at all the photos. So that's the plan. So it'll be just a bunch of photos with some music in the background, stuff like that. I'm going to try to touch up the photos a little bit, try to make them look nice. And then after that, me and Insider are going to get together and we are going to record the tour. I'm not sure when all this is going to be happening, but you'll have to give us some time because that kind of stuff does take time. Me and Insider need to schedule a... We need to schedule a time to actually sit down and do the tour. I'm in America. He's in the Netherlands. I work night shift. He works day shift and stuff like that. So it's difficult. So we'll figure out a time to get that done and get that out to you guys. And then after that, a couple weeks after that, we should see something new. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you now. Some of you guys may already have know or might have been aware or maybe had a feeling it was going to happen, but Jangwa is not over. So we decided that Jangwa Oasis is over, but Jangwa is not. So Jangwa has pretty much become a series of zoos, okay? And I've already begun work on a new Jangwa series. So last time Insider did the entrance, and then I did the second episode. So this time I'm doing the first episode, and he's doing the second episode, or the third actually. And there's a reason for that, because we have a new member for the Jangwa team, which that's what I'm calling it now. For now on is Jangwa team, but that is Fauna from Fauna Create. She has her own YouTube channel, and she's really cool person. We're becoming fast friends, and I'm really excited to have her on board. It was a collective decision between me and Insider to invite Fauna onto our collab team. So it's the three of us this time. So there'll be 3 channels that you'll have to keep up with if you want to keep up with what's going on. But I'm not going to reveal the name or anything that has to do with that project alone, but I'm just letting you know, guys, right now, 3 of us, me, Insider, Fauna, we'll be doing the next Jangwa. So this is Jangwa number 1, now we're doing Jangwa number 2. What I can tell you is each Jangwa will have a different theme and biome. So this was the modern desert. So soon you will find out what the theme and biome for the next one is. I do want to go ahead and point out, though, that I will be doing the first episode of that, so make sure you keep an eye on the channel. I might have like a little teaser trailer or something that reveals the name and all that kind of stuff, so just keep a lookout for that. But yeah, this is what we got so far. Like I said before, keep an eye out for the photo album, keep an eye out for the tour, and then keep an eye out for the future of the Jangwa series. I hope you guys enjoyed the African section. It took me several days to go ahead and finish all this. I did struggle a lot with trying to figure out what I wanted to do or how I wanted to do it. So, you know, I went with the Gimbox first, then I did the Warthogs, and then I did the surrounding Savannah area. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Take care of yourselves out there. Stay safe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.